Yo, what's up guys? Hello, 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 how's it going? So today I'm basically just going to catch up on all of the stuff that I missed. I'm going to watch like all the big beta tournaments because I want to see what everyone else is doing. I was so busy playing SF6 I didn't really watch anyone else play SF6. We've got Diaphone versus Punk, this should be a good one. I heard Diaphone has a really good Kimberly, but I didn't get a chance to watch any of it, so this should be good. Oh shit. See, okay, I can relate to this. I was doing this all the time with Kimberly. So, one thing about Kimberly that's kind of weird. So, if you get a punish counter with her Stand Fierce, it does like this super long crumple state. You can see like the whole screen shakes. And during that screen shake, it actually eats your inputs. So, if you did Stand Fierce into EX run into stop, he's trying to do Stand Fierce run stop here. And because he wants to make sure that the screen shake is not eating his input, he's mashing jab to cancel into run stop. But unfortunately that jab mash gave you run stop into stand jab. I had this issue a lot. What is this on block? Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I can't believe I never made this. I never even thought about this. Yeah, Kimberly's run overhead is -3 on block. I hadn't even realized that it's going to be +1 in burnout. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, Kimberly might be cheaper than I thought. Her overhead becomes +1 out of run without EX in burnout. -3 truly is the magic number for burnout pressure. Yeah, when you're in burnout, everything does 4 frames more block stun. So things that are -3 become +1. And -3 is safe in Street Fighter 6. Okay, yeah, that's the. This is the time when Punk can go crazy because Diaphone's in burnout. Chun can just loop heavy legs and he can't even reversal through it. Ooh. Wait, when did he get? Oh, that's so crazy. Look, this is so crazy. So Diaphone is in burnout right now. And also has 0 bars of super gauge. So like, drive impact now is basically guaranteed stun. But the timer is so close to filling back up again. Diaphone's awareness here is actually really impressive. I wasn't even paying attention to this. So Punk is like desperately trying to get the Stand Fierce into drive impact at the last possible second before the burnout wears off. Holy moly, that was close. How was Diaphone ready for that? I guess he's just mashing drive impact hoping that he recovers in time, because that's all you can do. But that was like the pixel that he got his gauge back.
He just got it back!
Holy god damn, that's wild.
You better kill her.
Yeah, spend it.
Oh my god, that was sick.
Meter awareness in this game is going to be such an important thing. Alright, so up next we have, oh, Punk versus Knuckle-Doo. Oh, nice reactions. See, this is one of the reasons why I think Guile is so good in this version of the game. He's got good zoning with his fireballs, but unlike pretty much all of the other fireball characters, because Sonic Boom has so much less recovery than regular fireballs, even if you decide to try and blow through it like with a read drive impact, most of the time he still recovers fast. So like drive impact against Sonic Boom isn't very good. Nice. Yeah, this is a good example of like, I think as Street Fighter 6 develops, players need to start automatically parrying fireballs. As far as I can tell, there's no reason not to parry a fireball if you're going to block it regardless. So like in this situation, like theoretically, as soon as you see the Sonic Boom on screen, you should already be holding parry here. Because like, how much drive gauge did you lose for this? So Punk has, how much drive gauge at the start here? He has almost 3 bars. He had like 2.7 bars of drive gauge. He blocks the Sonic Boom rush, and he's now down to like 1.5. And there's still half of the super left to go. Yeah, you see how like Chris T Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. How I think it's just gonna become like the default to just parry every fireball. Because you can see how he's very slowly advancing while not losing much drive gauge. He's losing a tiny amount of drive gauge. I think this is a really important comparison because you can see how normally Sonic Boom does a ton of pushback on block, so it's really hard to approach Guile when he's just doing this. But notice how there's like no pushback on the Sonic Boom when you parry it, as compared to like this. This is a regular block. Do you see how that sent Ken back from like half screen to almost full screen? You need to parry those fireballs in this game. Nice, there's that Dragon Lash kick. That thing is terrifying. Street Fighter 6 has very few moves which are plus on block, and even fewer moves which are plus on block and forward advancing. I don't know how Ken won the plus frames lottery with this thing. Forward advancing move that's plus on block and also goes over lows and even some mids. Like, I know you can parry it or drive impact it, but man, is it hard to react. That's got to be one of the best specials in the game. Can't believe people said that Ken was bad during the first beta. I think Ken is a good case study in why you should never ever ever listen to players' like initial thoughts on character strength. Tons of people were saying they thought Ken was one of the weakest characters during the first beta. Oh, nice. Nice. Nice awareness. This is going to take a lot of time to get used to. For like legacy Street Fighter players. They've rewritten the rules on fireball interactions where now EX fireballs just eat non-EX fireballs. So even though Guile, you can see Guile puts out the Sonic Cross and a Sonic Boom afterwards. The EX fireball from Ken just eats through the whole thing. It doesn't lose any of its hits, and he can drive rush behind it into a full conversion. It's actually kind of funny because typically in Street Fighter, having an EX fireball that doesn't knock down has usually been a bad thing for Ken. Like, in Street Fighter 6, having an EX fireball that doesn't knock down is actually a good thing. Because it means that it's easier to drive rush behind it and then convert off. You actually want an EX fireball that doesn't knock down, I think, in this game. Like, Ken's EX fireball might actually be better than Ryu's. Guile made me quit for a couple hours. Heinous character. See, this is the thing. This is the thing about Street Fighter players, right? Everyone's like, oh man, Guile in Street Fighter 6 is a war crime. We need to do something about Guile. He's too good. You know what the answer to Guile is? You know what the solution in every single Street Fighter game is? Dalsim. Dalsim is the anti-Guile in every single game. And yet people will say, fuck Dalsim. People don't know what they want. People don't know what they want. You hate Guile, I offer you the Guile solution and you hate that too. You can't please some people. Did he do the... Why is this a thing? Please tell me why this is a thing. This is like the most cursed Link in the universe. Guile's whole thing, famously, is that he's never really been able to convert off his crouch medium kick. And here we go. Max range crouch medium kick, punish counter, Link into uppercut from like... even more than half screen away. That's a combo. Absolutely cursed. Broski showing signs of relapsing to Dalsim. Look, if Guile ends up top 1 and the only counter to him is Dalsim, you better fucking believe I'm playing Dalsim.
Okay, yes. You gotta do it anyway, right? Wake up. Yep.
Level 2. Ooh, that was smart. I couldn't... okay, that was clever. That was clever. This is good awareness here from Marvisto. So Marvisto lands the drive impact punish counter and notices the LPN has a small amount of drive gauge remaining and wants to burn him out. I guess you could do crouch fierce into a second DI to do it meterless, but even still, this is cool. So he goes crouch fierce straight into level 2, burn you out, and now you're just in a whole heap of trouble. Wait, I think this is another thing. Like a lot of Kimberly's stuff, I think I mentioned this, but a lot of Kimberly's stuff she only gets away with because of unfamiliarity. One of the big ones is this. If you block Kimberly's elbow drop standing, she's not plus. Oh, there you go. It was delayed. It was delayed, but you can see there, Chun is +2. Kimberly is -2. Kimberly's elbow drop is minus on block if you stand block it. This is one of the many things that Kimberly players were getting away with over the weekend. Purely on unfamiliarity. A lot of Kimberly stuff is going to fall apart as more people figure out frame data in this game. Damn, you guys weren't lying about LPN dumping. LPN is definitely a fan of dumping as much drive gauge as possible early. What was this? Raw drive rush into crouch medium kick into drive rush cancel. The match is currently 1 second deep and you've lost 4 bars of drive gauge. Was it worth it? I don't know. Nope, probably not. 4 bars down the toilet and now you're in burnout? Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about the cash it all in early strategy. Yeah, like LPN seems to do that a lot. That's the second time in a row that's happened. He's doing like round start, drive rush, crouch, medium kick, cancel into another drive rush. 4 bars down the toilet. This isn't even 1 second into the start of the round. The timer is still on 99 seconds. This has got to be the world record for the speed running neutral any percent category. You just won neutral in less than 1 second? God damn. Someone submit that to Speed Demo's archive. Neutral any percent world record. Burnout percent category. Because this is what I'm saying. I just don't think that kind of hyper aggressive playstyle is going to hold up. Because look at what happened here. Like, yeah, you got the opening hit with Ken. You got the opening hit with Ken for your 4-bar investment, and it did like 15% damage. You're now down to 2 bars. Your drive impact got countered. You're now down to a pixel of drive gauge. You get cornered from the back throw. And now you're just screwed. You got no resources, you're locked in the corner, you're on the verge of burnout. Just hope for the best. Oh, you got lucky there. Well, I hope not. I hope that the dumping drive gauge at round start is not going to turn out to be optimal. I want to play some neutral before we start using up all our resources.
That's gonna hit.
That was a punish
that super is crazy.
From there. Oh my god, Guile, you are so privileged in this game. With Street Fighter 6 made by a Guile fan, look at the range on this punish. Level 1 from nearly full screen. Good lord. Oh my god, what is this combo? Oh my god. Look at the state of this combo right here. He tries to parry the fireball and slightly messes it up. Gets hit by the fireball from full screen. And look at this conversion. Drive rush, overhead. He links into overhead, by the way. The overhead is a link here. And because it's a drive rush overhead, he gets a full combo off it and converts it into this. Oh my god. Ain't no way you're beating the crack allegations with a combo like that ready in that situation. That was insane. Anti-air. Oh, he gets the juggle off that as well. Oh my god. You know, I do think Guile is almost certainly the best character in the beta. But I can't lie, he is kind of cool as well. Am I wrong for thinking that? He's fucked up, I don't want to play against this version of Guile, but at the same time, stuff like this, I think looks really cool. He's cool, and he's bullshit at the same time. Hopefully, I think hopefully when the like day one version of the game comes out, he still has the coolness intact. Like, it would kind of suck if he's been nerfed in a way that gets rid of a lot of his, like, source. I hope they can tone him down a bit without actually making him boring. God, what is going on in this lobby? Every time it goes back to the lobby, I have to remember that I'm looking at a Street Fighter game. What are all these terrifying creatures? Nice punish. Start with a raw drive rush. Alright, mix-up time. This mix-up here is fucked up. I don't know if he's going to go for it, but you can either do jump heavy punch or jump air EX Tatsu, and it's really hard to react to. And there it is. There it is. I called it. I mean, you can just wake up parry to cover the left-right, but there's going to be like a next level to that mix-up where people are going to start doing empty jump back throw. This is my first fighting game and I just drive impacted every 2 moves. Hey, if it works, it works. Welcome to fighting games. Oh no, this is... this is like checkmate as fuck. Burnout Ken at full screen. You are donezo. Top 10 images taken seconds before disaster. Yeah, GG's shake my hand. No, there's no counterplay to that. If you're within chip range and you're in burnout and he activates level 2, you are just done. Street Fighter 6 has some funny checkmate situations. Yeah, the best answer is just not to get put in that situation in the first place. That's it? 3-1? Damn. Wait, is it 3-1? Why are they still playing? It's not 3-1, right? It is 3-1? Were they playing like 4 out of 7 or first to 5? What format is this? They didn't know? They lost track of the score? What the hell? Run it back in losers bracket? Hey, someone... That's kind of funny. Someone tell these guys, hey, get the hell off the setup. Someone else called next. You guys are hogging the setups. Deadass losers finals? Run that shit back right now. Money match me? Is there an option to kick these guys off the cabinet for hogging the setup? This is like when Sonic Fox won the first to 10, 13-0. Damn, imagine losing the first to 3, 4-1. Wait, what the hell? Hold on. What happened here? Wait, does Guile not get priority on his fireballs in level 2? Like, I know that EX fireballs blow through regular fireballs, but I would have thought level 2 counts as super priority. But I guess it doesn't. That's crazy. 1 EX fireball obliterating the entire thing? That's wild. 2-bar super down the toilet. Damn. Uh-oh. You're in burnout, you get taken to the corner. That's smart, actually. I wasn't thinking of doing that. I was trying to put myself in Diaphone's shoes here and trying to figure out what I would do in this situation. And I was thinking what you should do here is maximize this combo for corner carry so that the next hit will stun. But this was actually a better decision to go into level 3 straight away, because now Chris T's burnout timer is going to be frozen. Meanwhile, Diaphone is getting drive gauge back for the next 10 seconds during the animation. So Chris T is still at massive risk of burnout, but Diaphone now has 3 bars of drive gauge to make it even easier to stun the burnout. And there you go, yeah. That was really smart. Whoa, except you did the wrong... Wait, did you do EX can throw here? Hang on, I think Diaphone choked. I think Diaphone choked here. Was this EX can throw? He threw both out? I don't think he meant to do EX can throw. There's like no reason to ever do EX can throw as far as I know. Oh wait, no, he just messed up the combo. He messed up the combo. I think this was supposed to be can throw. It might have been intentional double can, because this is the end of the match, and it would just do a bit more damage. I think what he meant to do here is stand fierce into medium shoulder. Stand fierce didn't come out, so he just goes straight into the medium shoulder, which messes up the frame kill and causes the bombs to whiff. So there was a little bit of a choke there at the end, but up until that point, Diaphone's decision making with the burnout management was like perfect.
Oh my god, that was so close.
I hope you play cool looking characters instead of bald old men. Why do people think I've got a type? Look, just because the last 2 Street Fighter characters I've played were bald old men doesn't mean that the next one will be. JP has got a luxurious head of hair. He is an old man, I'll give you that much though. If the Street Fighter 6 manga reveals that JP is wearing a wig, I am never ever beating the allegations of the bald old man Leica. I've tried to get into fighting games a few times but sort of bounced off. SF6 looks really cool. Do you think it would be a good game to get into fighting games with? Yes, it's definitely a good place to get started, but I wouldn't go into it with the mindset of like wanting to get into fighting games. Just try the game and see if you like it. Don't overthink it as like this is going to be my gateway game into the genre. Just try Street Fighter 6 and if you like it then keep playing it. But yeah, it's a good place to start. Steam charts were pretty promising, if even half of the people stick around from the beta. I didn't really see any of that stuff. How many people were playing the beta? I know Steam charts is kind of a meme. Steam charts is usually only exclusively used for shitposting purposes to make fun of other games. 33k on Steam? 35k? Nice. That's pretty good. But the thing about Steam charts is that it kind of puts things into perspective because... Whoa, that was a weird combo. It kind of puts things into perspective because Street Fighter 6 hitting a new personal record of simultaneous players is still going to be less than half of like Euro Truck Simulator 6 years after release. Like, fighting games, even on their best day, are still a super niche genre. Uh-oh. Nice awareness. This was smart. Let me show you what happened here. So, Christy gets the hit like here with the DP, and he notices that Diaphone has like quite low drive gauge, less than 1 bar, and is aware that blocking a few heavies will inflict enough drive gauge damage to burnout, or a few mediums. So he plans his string here in advance and does drive rush stand fierce, which is plus, into target combo, into drive impact, which burns you out on the last hit, and because you're in burnout, the drive impact is also a stun, and you're in kill range. So as soon as he got the DP, he was already like mentally planning exactly which route he would do to maximize drive gauge damage. What character did you find the strongest in the open beta? I mean, take with several huge pinches of salt, but I think the character on the left side of your screen right now. I think you guys are worrying too much about character balance. Season 1 of every Street Fighter game in recorded history, or the first version, has always been an unbalanced sack of shit competitively. I would just worry more about the base game being like a solid package. I wouldn't worry too much about the day 1 release being balanced, because it's never happened before. As long as the game has actual, like, a complete feature set on day 1, and it isn't a buggy mess with 8 frames of delay, we're good. Like, if you think about it, the very first release of Street Fighter 2, vanilla Street Fighter 2, was a unbalanced mess. The very first release of Street Fighter 3, New Generation, was an unbalanced mess. The very first release of Street Fighter 4, Vanilla, was an unbalanced mess. The very first release of... Do you see where I'm going with this? The very first release of Street Fighter 5 was an unbalanced mess. And I'm 99.9% certain the very first release of Street Fighter 6 will be an unbalanced mess. So, I'm just hoping that there is enough single-player content and stuff that people stick around long enough for when the game does inevitably get good competitively 2 years from now. Street Fighter 5 got good eventually competitively, but the day one content was such a disaster that most players had already stopped paying attention by the time that it got good. That's what matters to me.
Ken is really good.
Ken's crazy. Having a combo ender that side switches without spending any drive gauge is also kind of cheap. Meaty overhead? Oh, no. Dragon Lash loops? Oh my god. That whole sequence was so cursed. So like, that was insane. Meaty overhead combo starter, by the way.
But like, I've seen Chris and Adele like saying.
And he only spent 1 bar to kill? Good god. Safe on block as well.
I love so it's pretty cool. Dude, all those little things are just so cool in this game. It feels like, I don't know.
Oof. Punish counter anti-air? Or jumping even? Crosscut DP into level 3? And he gets juggle after this?
Yeah, oh yeah. And seeing as they, oh my god, that was crazy. And they've already confirmed there's gonna
He can side switch off that? That's insane. Hold on. Let's just
and seeing as they, oh my god, that was
I don't even know what to say.
there's gonna be like different music in the game.
Oh my god. So like, you think to yourself, the corner is dangerous in Street Fighter 6, right? The corner in this game is evil. So you think to yourself, okay, what I've got to do here is I've got to jump out the corner. And maybe I'll get hit by a crosscut DP, but that's the price I'll pay to get out the corner because of how bad it is in this game. And then you lose 50% of your health,
Yeah, oh yeah. And seeing as they,
and you're straight back in the corner again.
they've already confirmed there's gonna be like different music in the game, right? Big Bird is gonna take
Good
it
god.
to be so optimal with everything.
I'm actually gonna leave it there for today. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in, and I will see you later.